And now we got John Camucci, who's at his house, too. So, John, your job is basically you're the phone operator. So did they route all the KISS lines into your apartment?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I have a separate laptop that just runs all the KISS calls.
That's kind of fun for your roommates in the middle of the night if they just want to answer phones, right?
Yeah, they can hear me in the morning, and I'm pretty sure I wake them up because I'm the first one awake, obviously, at work before they even get up. So,
Yeah. Well, listen, are they working?
yeah, they're almost all working from home. I have a roommate
Got it.
who's a teacher, and so he's working at school, but that's about it.
Got it. All right. So we obviously have you here for a reason, and
Yeah.
Sisney kind of teed me up on this, but what's the problem?
It's a little bit uncomfortable. But I'm out dating, so like I'm going on some dates with someone specific right now.
Uh-huh.
And just to rewind a little bit, like we go out on our first date, we get some food, and obviously I take care of the check. It was like the first time going out to get dinner and stuff like that. And no problem. After a couple of times, like I find that situation kind of uncomfortable. So I'm always just like just taking care of the bill right off the bat. It's uncomfortable. I want to take care of it, all that kind of stuff. But there comes a point where like dating's getting kind of expensive. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I think I set this precedent that like I'm always going to take care of it. And now I think I put myself in a little bit too deep. You know what I mean?
You're between a rock and a hard place here.
Exactly. Like it's been a couple of dates, like quite a few.
How
And
many?
I mean, probably like a good 6 or 7, where we
That's
just
a
pick
lot of
up
dates.
food or whatever
And so
it may be.
are you saying that you are wondering if she will offer or if you nudge the notion, or what are you thinking?
And that's the thing. I don't know because I think it's an uncomfortable situation and it's nothing I want to bring
Yeah.
up. But I
Mhm.
think I don't know how to reel myself back because I think I set the precedent too far.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be it's going to be controversial, and so I apologize in advance, and I don't mean anything negative by it. And I think that in relationships, whether it is the woman who wants to buy all the meals or the man who wants to buy all the meals, or if they want to share and go back and forth, I think all of that is great and fine. It really does come down to the couple. You're asking the wrong guy. Because
Yeah.
I only went out on dates when I was working enough to afford the date, and I didn't go on the date sometimes because I couldn't, or I would go to, in these times, I would go to a friend's, where they'd have the beer for free, and you'd all hang out together. But I remember, John, specifically, I was working at what is now Alt 97, right? Alt 98.7.
98.7.
I was Star 98.7 when I was working there.
Right.
But I remember having to, it wasn't like there were a lot of opportunities to go out with girls, right? But when I did meet somebody, I remember thinking, okay, I want to go to sushi. This place, Tara Sushi's in the Valley. I know if we get
delicious.
2 California rolls, some unagi, and the edamame, it's going to be X. And so I would sort of set it aside, and then I would, ask someone out. Your issue is you're frequently seeing somebody.
Right.
So it's a tough one because I like to pay. I like to invite and plan and pay.
I do too. And I want to be that guy, and it's sometimes like it eats away at your man card a little bit when you do want to be that guy. But, I'm in my mid-20s. I'm almost there. Like we're not quite there yet.
But we
So
don't
it
have,
sucks
but
to
it's also
admit.
not, I mean, this is a time when, look, Tanya works hard. She could take me out every time,
Right.
Oh yeah, and I do that. I feel like when I dated, I always offered within the first like 3 dates.
Yeah, I
And if
do.
it got to
I
a point,
always
like I was
offered.
just like, no, I'm gonna take care of this.
I
one.
do wonder, she never offered to do something for you?
The first couple of times, but I think that's when I insisted because it was the first
Yeah,
couple
now
dates
you're
and
so
I want to be
deliberate
that
about
guy.
it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
insisted.
and it's rough. Like I lost my second job due to COVID. So like, it's a
Right.
rough time for everyone, and I don't want to bring up that conversation because I want to be that guy who can just put it on his back, but it's hard.
I don't want to do anything against the rules, but can't he sneak some of these things we give away and go
No
out to
chance.
BJ's for a Pizookie or something?
Right.
They're all accounted for.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any better advice?
Just scale back, and if she starts, missing those fancier dates, then maybe she'll want to also pitch in,
Mhm.
That's fair.
and just tell her, look, I'm saving money for a house. I'm saving money for, something big. And I think she'll appreciate that because she's like, you know what, this guy is, he's
John, just be honest. Just tell her
serious.
you're waiting around trying to take my job one day. Just tell her that, and when you do, you'll take her for sushi.
Yeah, all you need is a blanket and a bottle.
I agree.
that.
You know what? Romance is free. Romance, Tubbs, you ever had to pay for romance? Well, don't answer that question.
No.
That's the wrong jiu-jitsu guy. John, keep us posted. Hopefully this helps a little bit.
Will do, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, bro.